What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ridin the Rails podcast. I'm Justin, and together we're here with Kenny
What's up, guys?
and Spider.
Howdy.
Howdy. I like that. I'm gone for a week and you're howdying
Yeah.
people.
Kenny is not dead, by the way. Unfortunately.
You didn't say I was dead. I listened to the pod.
Well, you know,
You were
with the
actually very
recent,
nice, and I appreciate the birthday wish from you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Yep.
appreciate that.
Well, I'm just saying because airlines recently.
Oh,
were
true,
sketchy.
true. Especially, I flew Frontier, so.
Oh, okay. If you're like, guys, look, I'm getting on a United flight, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I lost him.
Well, Frontier's not the best either, but
It's better.
the flights are
It's better than
cheap.
United.
I guess we could start with that, huh? The fact that I left last Saturday and my flight was delayed for like something like 3.5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Like, we were supposed to board at, it was a 3:45 flight, so we're supposed to board at like 3, I think, something like that, and we ended up not boarding. At 2:55, I think we were supposed to board. I get an email at like 3:15 that we're delayed to 4:15. I'm like, all right, it's only a half hour. Like, that's not terrible. They end up boarding us on the plane and then just sitting there. Like, we just sat there. Nobody knew what was going on. They didn't tell us what was going on. They were just like, I think it was after about 45 minutes, the captain came on, like the pilot, whatever, came on the intercom.
Mm.
And he's like, yeah, what's going on? We had a minor maintenance issue that is resolved now. We're just waiting on the paperwork to be cleared with Denver. I don't know why Denver would be involved in a flight from New York to Florida, but
Probably where Frontier is headquartered.
Frontier. Yeah. Denver is the headquarters for
well,
Frontier. That still doesn't make
okay.
sense, but
there you go. I don't know why they need to clear us, but we had to wait for paperwork the whole time. So at the hour and like 50-minute mark of sitting on the plane, they told us that we have to deboard the plane. Deplane the aircraft, I think is what the correct term is. So everybody got off the plane. And we waited around for just over another hour, I believe. So we ended up leaving the airport, actually flying off the ground at like 7:30. Wow. We were supposed to land in Florida at like 5 after 7. So we were leaving New York when we were already supposed to be landed.
I remember when you
what a nightmare.
You texted, I was like, I thought you were landed by now. You were just getting ready to leave.
We were just getting ready to leave, dude. What a nightmare. So by the time we landed, it was like 10:30. By the time I got the rental car, it was like, by the time we ended up getting to where we needed to go, it was like 11 o'clock. So we knew we were getting in late anyway. Not late, but like we knew we were getting in at like 7 o'clock anyway. So we weren't expecting to do anything that day, but we were at least expecting to go to a restaurant or something for dinner.
I was gonna say you probably just had to order something.
Yeah, we went to. I don't know if Justin. We don't have any up here because it's a southern thing. Spider. I don't know if you've ever had it or if they have it in Colorado or anything, but Culver's.
Dude, don't even get me started on Culver's. I went there so much in college.
Dude, the Culver's cheese curds.
The best things you've ever had.
The best things you've ever had in your life.
Oh,
they would make.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I would commit treason for these things, dude. They're so good.
Dude.
So thankfully,
did you have one of the concrete mixers, like the ice cream?
No, I didn't. I didn't get one.
Oh.
Last time when we were down there, we went to Culver's like maybe twice last year. Like we went there like the day we got there, and then like the day before we left, we went again. This time we only went that day, which. Not a big deal. It's fast food. There's a ton of good restaurants around where we were, but like, man, sitting here back in New York now, I really wish I went to Culver's one last time before I flew back, man.
Yeah, now that it sucks that you said that because I don't know when it was like a month ago. I was in the mood for Culver's and I'm like, okay, let me see if there's a Culver's around here.
No, right?
Nearest Culver's, I gotta drive to freaking Utah.
Damn.
Freaking Salt Lake City is the nearest
That's
Culver's to
crazy.
me.
Oh,
Could
wow.
have caught a hockey game.
Right? I was pretty upset because I'm like, dude, cheese curds. I really like the butter burger.
Oh, dude, so good.
So
oh
good.
my god,
I really wish there was one near here.
I know, me too, dude. Me too. So I got, not that anybody is really gonna care, but I got like you said, the butter burger and the cheese curds. I think that's it. I don't think I got fries or anything. What does it come with? Does it come? Is it like Sonic where they do tater tots? I don't remember.
No, if you got cheese curds, they probably replaced your fries.
Yeah, I think that's what they did.
Yeah.
But dude, I got a large, dude. You know I slammed that shit. You know
Yeah, their
I
cheese
did,
curd.
man.
Did you have to use their homemade ranch or whatever with that?
Yes, but I'm really not a big ranch guy, so I didn't.
Mm.
Didn't really
I like
it,
the
but
ranch.
Yeah,
That's
not
fair.
a big ranch guy, but yeah. No, other than that, I mean, the trip was good. From there on out, it was a good trip. Caught a Panthers game, which was fun. Just a lot of tanning, lounging by the pool, going to the beach a little bit. Again, a ton of
Your adult Happy Meal.
a ton of great restaurants. The adult Happy Meal. I got what was it? The McDonald's Minecraft meal. In a drunken stupor, I decided to order the Minecraft meal and got the birdie with the elytra little figurine thing. And the code for it, so I gave it to my girlfriend. She's going to use it on Minecraft, but like she got the skin for it. I told her though, I said when we get back to New York, I might have to go to McDonald's and get another one because I really want the zombie hamburger one. Like, that's my one that I want. What?
Your dog heard zombie hamburglar and he just went.
No, something just an Angelo moment just happened. Something just fell.
Oh, do
Oh.
you want us to pause?
Oh my god! Hold on, a picture fell off the wall and completely shattered, so we're gonna need to put this on pause.
Wait, again?
Yeah!
Hold on, wait. I'm swapping to the. I know you said we're not going to do cams. I'm swapping over. I need you to show if you can, if possible.
I will take a picture and show it to the. Hold on.
All right, dude. What are the odds that happens to us twice on two different podcasts? I'm waiting so eagerly in anticipation right now. I guess this is a good time while we're waiting for Spider.
Yeah.
Try Dubby. I'm sponsored by them. The code will be in my description. Try the mystery flavor. It's really good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, yeah, exactly what happened to Angelo. That's insane.
So I will be.
At
right
least
back.
it wasn't a mirror.
True.
That is true. I gotta go clean up glass, so I'll be right back.
Okay,
Right.
we'll put this on
okay.
pause.
Okay.
My god. Okay, Spider, you're back.
So this morning when I woke up to go to work, my mom was like, "Hey, this picture, your graduation photo, it looks like it's about to fall off the wall." And so my mom used she reapplied the what are the strips called?
Like adhesive strips.
Like an adhesive?
Yeah, those like Velcro.
Oh, the Velcro
okay.
ones?
And she did what she was supposed to, put it on there, let it sit, and then put my picture. Apparently that thing didn't hold because that thing went.
Did you send her the picture?
No, I'm gonna wait till she gets home and be like, "Hey, Ma."
So...
Right here, I can actually show it.
Oh,
I cleaned it up.
okay. Well, I'm going to swap back to the camera view. Here we go. There we go. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Completely shattered.
That's crazy. I wish
So-
I wish I was recording our cams that whole time because the way you and your dog both snapped your necks to look at that and then look at each other was crazy.
I know.
It was like a cartoon.
Something happened back behind. I thought something fell on my dog, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
It was like a cartoon. It was like you guys both looked at where the glass broke and then looked at each other. Oh my god.
It's all cleaned up for the most part. Oh, all right.
Oh boy.
So where were we?
I don't even know. I think I was talking about Florida, which was fun, and that's all I got. Oh, and I was mentioning how I'm gonna swap back to the other view again. Dubby. If you're watching it on my channel, I have a code you can use to get a discount on some products. This is the new mystery flavor that just came out. I'm drinking it right now. It's pretty sick. Or if you don't want something that gives you energy, but you want something that gives you electrolytes, I actually personally highly recommend these. These are really, really good. It's called Dubby Hydro. They got a couple flavors. These ones I have are watermelon lemonade and strawberry pineapple splash.
Ooh.
They're actually crazy good. Like not even saying that because I'm, I got a partnership or sponsorship or whatever. It's actually really, really good. And I'm just trying this mystery flavor now, and it's actually really good too. So,
yeah.
highly recommend.
All right.
The more people who use my code, the more likely I am to get my own flavor. So, please do it. You get a cool shaker bottle too. It's really cool. I promise.
The Thug Shaker.
Hogs.
That could be the name of my flavor.
Kenny's Thug Shaker.
I would absolutely call it the Thug Shaker, dude. Absolutely.
That is awful.
Everybody use
Hey guys, you want to try my Thug Shaker flavor?
Everybody please use my code. We'll get the Thug Shaker out as soon as possible. Dude, I can already see the ad for it that we can make. It's literally just Justin drinking it while doing the Thug Shaker.
Okay, I like that.
Oh my god, dude,
That's
I'm
crazy.
here for
Board.
it. I'm here for it.
Justin's
He's on
on
board too.
board.
I'm server muting him before he can say anything. Other than all of that crazy shit that just happened, my vacation was fun, and I'm tan, which is nice. Dude, it's like drastically different back in like New York too, because like we got on the plane, it was like 85 degrees and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. We landed, it's like 45 degrees, cold and raining. Dude,
That
polar
that
opposites.
is the worst.
Polar opposites.
When me and my family went to Florida back 2013, we went to Disney World. We had just come from Colorado. It was rainy, super cold. We get to Florida, it's nice, 85 degrees.
Yep.
My entire family is wearing shorts, short sleeve shirts and everything. We get back to Colorado, blizzard just happened. We had to walk to our car in blizzard.
Oh, you guys park
awful.
your cars there?
Yeah, because we didn't have anyone to take us, so we just parked our car at the airport. And it was awful.
I hate to keep doing this, but I'm going to swap to the camera again. This is literally what I wore in the airport. My Miami Dolphins t-shirt. I'm not even a Dolphins fan. My girlfriend got this for me because I liked it. Like, we saw it in a store like a month ago, and I was like, oh, that's a really nice quality shirt. Like, I'm not even like a Dolphins fan, but like it's just nice. And she bought it for me, so thank you.
You have to blend in.
And young LA shorts. Like,
man, you look like a guy who lives in Florida.
Dude, I was there for a couple days, and then it's like I live there. It's crazy.
No.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I had to pause because I was getting a call, and I don't remember what we were talking about last. So we're gonna start pushing through into the next stuff. So, how's everybody's week? You already heard about my trip to Florida. That was my week. So, how was your week, everybody?
Justin?
My week was good. Not too eventful, though. I got my tax refund.
Oh, how much did you get back?
I'm not gonna say how much I got back.
Why don't you use your social security while you're at
I
it?
almost got him.
No,
Yeah.
not getting me with that.
$1,000.
That just made me think. I don't know if I sent it to you guys on Instagram, but I saw something yesterday. I think it was. It was like, "What's your silly dog name?" And then it was first name, your credit card number, middle name, the three wacky numbers on the back, your last name, the expiration date. Oh shit. Anyway, Justin, go ahead. How was the rest of your week?
Rest of my week was good. Today, I actually went out and did some. I realized I had to do some clothes shopping because I have some older clothes and
The lingerie wasn't working for Justin, so.
Shit.
But I did get also a softball bat and cleats. As my the softball league is coming up.
Oh, okay.
We start that next month.
Should have led with that.
My company has a team.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Man, I just said, I just bought a bat and cleats because
I went to the store, bought a bat and some cleats.
Yep. And work has been pretty good. So.
Yeah. Speaking of softball and stuff, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen Juan Soto and Justin in the same place. So.
And you probably never will.
Because Justin is Juan Soto.
Dude, you know what I didn't realize until the other day? I'm older than Juan Soto.
That is crazy.
By like...
Well, both of us are.
He was born in October, I think, of 1998, and I was born in March.
I was born in July.
Isn't that insane, dude?
Yeah.
Like, something for real. Sometimes it's crazy to think, like, when we were kids, we watched these guys, like, look up to these guys, and they were all, like, 20s and 30s, and you're like, wow. And now I'm 27, and I'm like, I'm older than Juan Soto, but Juan Soto's making $800 million over the next 15 years. What kind of dog shit is that? That's like bullshit. Anyway.
I feel that way about whenever I see like these young, like Bedard or Celebrini. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm older than those guys, and they're making way more money than I am.
Yeah, that's like I don't know if Lafreniere is older than you, but that's what I thought. Like when we drafted him first overall, like him and Kako, it was like, it's like God, these kids are like.
How old is he?
He is 23, October 11th, 2001.
Yeah, I'm December 2001, so he's older than me.
So he's just older than you, though. Like, you guys would have been in the same high school class.
Yeah.
Like, my girlfriend, too, she was born in October of 2001, too.
Oh, really?
Yep. She's just older than him, though. Lafreniere.
Okay. Did you have anything else, Justin?
Oh, yeah, Justin, anything else?
No. I think I touched upon everything I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Spider, what's going on with you, dude?
Nothing. I'm getting all the formalities. I'm getting all the formalities for my job figured out.
Oh, right. I forgot we haven't been able to talk about that since because I was gone.
Yeah, I start next week.
Nice.
Not next week. 2 weeks. The 15th.
2 weeks.
That's my first day.
Nice.
So I have to do all the formalities that involve getting a new job like that. And
So now is this like closer to you than your last job?
It's literally the same company. Oh. The same company, same building.
Oh.
I'm actually, because right now I'm a temp, I'm a contractor.
Oh, right. You said that. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and so now I'm actually working for the company.
Oh, that's sick. Nice, dude.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, nice. I'm looking forward to that. And then, my dog turns 7 months Thursday.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's so crazy.
Homie's sleeping right now. He got jump scared by the falling picture. Now he's
falling
sleeping.
Picture. Dude, I was talking to Justin while you were cleaning up, and I was like, I need to know when we recorded that episode where Angelo's stuff fell, and if it was like around the same time. Justin said it was probably like June or July. I didn't actually look, but
it was June of 2021.
I think you said that right when it happened. The fact that something like that happened in a podcast episode twice
in 2 different podcasts
right.
is crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh man,
I'm gonna look for that while you guys talk for a second here.
Yeah, but week was good. I don't think anything really crazy happened. Just been playing a lot of games. Vibing out.
And while Kenny looks for that video, Kenny, do you want to tell the viewers what you're doing tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous.
Dude, I'm so excited. So
I'm pissed.
So, if you guys are hockey fans, you'll all know that at the time of this recording, Ovechkin, was that last night? Last night tied Gretzky for the most goals in NHL history at 894.
Did it against the Blackhawks.
Today is Saturday. We typically record these on Sundays, but we're recording this today because tomorrow I will be at the game, Capitals against the Islanders at UBS Arena, and hopefully see history. Dude, we bought the tickets on, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday. And we paid, oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say that I paid this much money to go to a fucking Islander game. Paid $175 a ticket.
That is crazy.
Well,
which is insane.
Fact? Oh, okay.
Which is insane for an Islander game. I haven't even paid that much going to a Rangers Islanders game at the Coliseum or UBS or Barclays. Not even close to that amount.
Mm-hmm.
But we bought them, and if we would have waited till after last night's game, where we're sitting, the tickets are over $1,200 right now.
What?
My heart wants me to sell the ticket, but I can't. I know I can't.
You got to see that.
The opportunity to see that, even if he doesn't do it, like tomorrow, the fact that there's a chance, I have to be there. And I told you guys that at the start of the season, like personally, like not on a stream or in a video, like personally told you guys if there's a chance that he's close and he's playing the Rangers or the Islanders, I will be there, and I'm gonna fucking be there. So by the time
I'm pissed.
By the time this podcast comes out, it'll be what, Friday the 11th. The game will have passed, and he will probably have done it. If not that game, probably the game after. So he will. Yeah. By this point, he will have broken the record. I think. I hope. I would imagine.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah.
But oh my god, the opportunity to see it live, dude.
That pisses me off so much because I think we talked about it in a podcast episode. I went to the Capital Sharks game, and I got tickets for those. You know, like literally started the season same reason because I was like, you know, I have the chance to see him break it. And I mean, he was close, but he wasn't. It was like I think he was 7 goals away at that time.
Yeah, something like that.
But I will say I did get to see Ovechkin score, so that was pretty fun. Still,
yeah.
I got to see him go closer, but I'm very jealous you have a chance to actually see him because I am a Capitals fan. If no one knew that, I'm a huge Capitals fan. So I'm very jealous.
Dude,
I expect to see a Snapchat if he does it in the group chat.
I was telling Justin before when we were waiting for you, like to get here. I'm going to be recording every shift until he scores, assuming he scores. I'm going to be recording every shift, and I'm not missing a shift until, like, if he's out there for 2 minutes and he doesn't score, I'm deleting it, and I'm starting over as soon as he touches that ice again.
Oh, my God, dude.
Dude, I have never... I don't think I've been this excited for a hockey game in a minute.
When I was watching the game yesterday, he scored the first goal, and I was watching the game, and then I watched him score the tying goal, and I was like, oh, man. And as soon as he tied the second goal, and it was starting to get towards the end of the game, I was like, man, Kenny's going to get a chance to see him break the record.
And then it's so funny, because I was out to dinner, because it was our last night in Florida. I was out to dinner, and I'm watching the game, and I'm like, they're going to pull the goalie. They're going to pull the goalie, and he's going to do it right now. And I'm not, and like, I bought these tickets for nothing. And he didn't want to do it on an empty net, which, by the way, classiest move ever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Respect.
I was like, thank God he didn't do that because. But then he had so many opportunities to score at the end of the game that I was like, he might end up doing it anyway. Like,
dude, I tell you, Spencer Knight is public enemy number 1. I don't know if you heard, like, if any of you guys were watching the game. Anytime Spencer Knight made a save, it was just booze.
Yeah.
I did see that. People were like booing him.
I'm trying to pull up where my seats are going to be so I can show you guys. There's a website called aviewfrommyseat.com.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find my section, but like I'm not going to be close to the ice, but I'm pretty sure this is where the Capitals shoot twice. I think. I'm praying that my buddy got the tickets where they shoot twice. but home away. No, he got them where the Islanders shoot twice. All right. Well, either way, I did find them, and I'll pull them up for you guys now, and then I'll quickly hold on. I will quickly swap over here to this. So this is where my seats are going to be for that game.
Oh, because you're in the lower bowl.
No, we're in the
Or upper bowl?
300s, 312.
Oh, so
okay.
upper bowl. Okay.
But this
That's
is where
still pretty good.
This is where the Islanders shoot twice. So if it's in the second period, I'll see it, and if it's in the first or the third, I'm gonna have to really zoom. But
Yeah.
That's still really sick. You're getting to see
I
that.
know.
Though,
I'm
or chance.
praying, dude. I'm praying, man. God, that'd be so sick.
I remember. You know what's really funny? Because I've seen the Capitals twice in person.
Mm-hmm.
None of them at home, by the way, which I think is hilarious. I've seen the Capitals play the Avs back in 2020, and then of course I saw them play the Sharks this year. And I think when I went to go see him play the Avs in 2020, I think that was around the time he was getting ready to break the 800 mark. No, not the 800 mark, the 700 mark.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Something around there.
Something around
It
there.
was. I think it was to get into second place or third place or something. And I went to go hopefully see him break that. And again, I didn't. I'm always early.
Just a little early.
Just a little bit early, dude.
I should have told you, like, oh, they're gonna be in town playing the Islanders on April 6th. Just don't be like Alex. Don't buy the plane. Just buy the plane ticket. Don't be like Alex.
Actually, buy the plane ticket.
Oh man, it's so fun. It's so funny. I know I sent you guys a screenshot, but that was so funny. He texted me for my birthday, wished me happy birthday. We were catching up and everything, and he was like, "Yeah, I might have to buy a PlayStation." I said, "Could have bought a plane ticket." Oh,
Classic, dude.
That is a classic. Oldies will remember that one. OGs will remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we've been talking for almost a half hour now, so.
Yep.
I guess we can kind of
get moving.
Yeah, we can kind of get moving.
Pivot to gaming.
Yep.
I'm gonna go a little out of order here.
Okay.
That's fine.
We're gonna talk about Nintendo Direct.
Yep.
But I want to save that for the end.
Okay.
I really want to bang out the Call of Duty stuff quick, and then kind of talk about the Marvel Rivals stuff a little bit too. But
okay.
Because I feel like with the Call of Duty stuff, there's really probably not too much to talk about.
Yeah,
like Verdansk came back.
Yep.
Which I'm like 50-50 excited on. Like, I was telling Justin before, like, I'm going to play it, but I'm literally probably only going to play it until I feel like it's just boring again. Like,
yeah.
And then I'm probably just going to uninstall it again. Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm more. I mean, obviously we could talk a little bit more about Verdansk if you guys want to. But I'm more excited about the zombies map because I've been gone. I've been in Florida, so I haven't even been able to look at it yet.
Me neither. But that will change either tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight or tomorrow.
For Verdansk.
Verdansk.
I played it once, just to hop back in, because I remember 2020, this is, because of COVID and everything. I remember it was also my freshman year of college. I remember I played a lot of Warzone. That was like, I know that was around when it came out too, so I know it was really popular. But I think we played a lot too around that time.
Yeah, dude. I played so much Verdansk to the point where I hated it. Like, yeah. I played it so much that I ended up hating it. Like,
so I loaded into one match and proceeded to get sniped, and I was like, you know what? I think that's enough for today. So I haven't played again.
I do want to go back and play it at least a little bit. Maybe a stream or two. Yeah. Maybe some. Maybe we'll get some videos. Try to do some funny stuff. Justin, I know you're not going to, but I'll extend the invitation. No. You're more than welcome to join us.
I do not have plans to download or even play Warzone. I'm past Warzone at this point.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But I am looking forward to see how Shattered Veil is.
Yeah, me too.
Spider, you played it.
I did play it, and best map we've had since anything BO4 related.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably one of they cooked. Treyarch knew fans were wavering with the game, and they cooked up a good Easter egg, good map, good boss fight. Like all in all, I don't know if you guys feel this way. BO6 Zombies doesn't have too much replayability like older Zombies games has.
Yeah.
It's sort of like one and done. Like you don't really want to go back and play it again.
I feel
This
like
is the first.
I feel like
That's just me and COD in general.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's at that point now with any COD game, like any of the newer CODs. But like, I feel like when it first launched, other than Liberty Falls, because Liberty Falls everybody used to grind camos.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from Liberty Falls, I feel like Terminus did have a lot of replayability.
Mm-hmm.
But then what came out after that? Not the Tomb. Citadel, right.
Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Citadel, I feel like, did not have a lot of replayability.
No.
But I thought it was the best designed map that we had so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Tomb came out, which I liked at first. I did like it at first. I thought it was not a great map, but I thought it was a decent map.
Mm-hmm.
The more I played it and the more I tried to replay it solo or with you guys, I felt like the rest of this game I was not confident with. I felt like this game was just going to fall off a cliff. Mm-hmm. And I was especially nervous, and I think I said this to either you guys or possibly on the pod. I said something along the lines of the fact that they put in like an article that they saw how much everybody loved Liberty Falls and how much playtime was on Liberty Falls, and they based this map kind of around that style. I was like, they are so like out of touch. It's insane.
They're so out of touch with the community.
Like, how do you?
They may have a community manager, but they clearly do not know what
They
they're
don't
doing.
understand what's going on. Yeah.
Like, how do you not realize that all of the playtime on Liberty Falls was camo grinding? How do you not get that? Like, being out of touch isn't even the right word for it. Nintendo is out of touch, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Call of Duty is just like, they're on like another planet. Like, I don't even think they realize that their games are starting to plummet.
Yeah.
There's no way they realize that. I mean, again, I haven't played the new map yet. You said it was really good. I've seen very positive things on social media, so I'm excited for it. I was going to play it regardless, but
it's definitely redeeming. Like, I think they're going in the right direction. It's
good.
the story and everything. Like when we play the Easter egg and stuff, it sets up the next map really well. Like, I'm hyped, but which hasn't really been the case for maps in BO6 recently. So I'm hyped for the next map. This map, it has some flares, some little like glints of OG Zombies, like that feel of OG Zombies, which is why I probably like it. There's just a little hint, like you can tell, like, hey, there's a little something there.
That's what they have to start going back to.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna ease into it, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm gonna yawn so many times. I just got off the plane like 2 hours ago.
Jet lag.
So I have a little bit of jet lag, but I'm gonna be yawning this whole time. I think if they like totally nosedive into like going like the OG Zombies route, it's gonna flop. I think if they ease back into it, like you just said just now, there's a hint of it. There's a you could feel it. It's not strong. It's not prevalent that much, but you feel it. If they keep doing that and just expand it little by little by little, I think and maybe not get completely back to the OG Zombies, because that's gonna. How do I say this? As much as I love the OG Zombies and the way it played, it's it would never survive today.
No.
So I think as long as they get back to it as much as they possibly can without completely getting back to it, like 100%, I think the games and the maps will do very well, and they'll be very successful. But if they try to go back to like the World at War Kino days, like full 180 to that, I think it's gonna fall flat on its face. So hearing you say that you're getting little hints of it does bring me some confidence. Honestly,
I will say too, I'm not spoiling anything for you guys can experience for the first time. The boss fight We're talking Golod levels of difficulty.
I actually appreciate that because what are the other boss fights? Liberty Falls is just survive for 5 minutes.
Terminus was pretty hard.
Terminus was good. Terminus was a good baseline. I think if they based everything around the Terminus one, we'd be good.
Citadel was easy. That was the statue, the Guardian.
Citadel, I think, is easy the more players you have. I think that's a really difficult solo boss fight.
And then the scariest boss of them all, the Sentinel Artifact.
That was such a fucking waste of time.
It was a cool concept. It was just a dumb boss fight. Like,
I think it was
get an actual monster or something.
I think it was stupid. I think if anything, they should have had it like, I don't know, the Sentinel Artifact like possesses an amalgam or something and makes it bigger and stronger. And at the same time, the Sentinel Artifact does shoot lasers, like the same lasers at you like that to kind of add a different element to it. That I think would have hit way more. But I mean, it's they did it, so you really can't change it now. But
this boss fight, it's fun, it's difficult, stored like it. All in all, it's a good map. I've been enjoying my time with it.
I'm excited to use the Mark II.
The Mark II, the Wonderwaff. The variants of the ray gun, pretty fire.
I heard they did way better on this than they did at Alpha Omega.
They did. They only have 3 upgrades, but they're all viable. They all work their own. Like they're you can use them all and still be fine. Like it's not one is better than the other. They're all pretty. I mean, one is, but they're all.
Well, yeah, but they're all fairly balanced.
Viable. Yeah. So.
That's good. I like.
I'm looking forward to playing that with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Getting that Easter egg done.
Yeah,
me too. Hopefully today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I'm sure we'll find time during the week, but hopefully today or tomorrow we can try to do that. Anything else, guys, with Verdansk or
Nope.
Shattered Veil? No. Anything?
No.
All right, let's quickly pivot through the new Marvel Rivals season that's coming out. New map, some new characters, some
Krakoa,
some crazy jiggle physics.
We're Hellfire Gala, I think is the name of the season.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. I can look quick, but yeah, I think so.
We're getting a new map, 3 new characters, I believe. Maybe only 2. The one you have on here, I don't think I saw anything related to it.
But I could
be wrong. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Blade is supposed to be in this season.
I think towards the end.
I think
Hellfire Gala. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Well, because
the
whole thing was that. Sorry to cut you off, Justin. The whole thing is like Blade was teased in the last map that we got.
Right.
The Central Park map, yeah.
Right, and I'm pretty sure I might have to reread some of these articles, but I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be coming out this season at some point.
He could be. I swear I didn't hear anything about it, but I could have just missed something.
Here. I'll look through this roadmap while you guys talk about the other stuff.
Yeah, so potentially Blade, and then Ultron. Ultron is confirmed to come out at 2.5 update, so later in the season. And then we'll talk about the last character here in a sec because you've got to see her.
You got to see it.
But they're also making a new change starting season 3. I think, what is that, 3 months from now? 4 months?
So in this roadmap here, and yes, you are right, yeah. A couple months, like 3 months. May. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. July. So it's the pattern. So the way this is being described here, the pattern that they've done so far with the first, I guess, almost 2 seasons is because season 0 and season 1. If that pattern continues, season 2.5 will release around May 23rd, and season 3 will release around July 11th.
Okay.
So what I saw about Blade is it's not specifically leaked yet or confirmed or anything, but it sounds like they're pushing for Blade to be season 3. a season 3
Okay.
character. So,
Which makes sense because I don't know if you saw the news. Starting in season 3, they are releasing a character every month.
yes, and that actually brings me exactly to this next thing right here. That some of the possible characters that were, leaked, and they had the trailer that came
Confirmed
out.
real?
Was that?
Are they confirmed real? Because like they had that whole thing where like they put fake characters in the code.
Right. Well, some of them were leaked, but some of them were people think are quote unquote confirmed because of the statues that we see in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
we watched this before we started recording, so you guys are gonna have no idea what we're talking about. But we watched the trailer trailers for the new season. Spider. Apparently, I was right. That was supposed to be Professor X in the in the trailer. So other characters that are leaked to be joining possibly during the next 2 seasons, I guess you can call it, because season 2 and season 3 are Jean Grey, so Phoenix, Cyclops, Angela, Deadpool, Captain Marvel, Hitmonkey, MODOK, the Hood, or possibly Ghost Rider, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Gambit, Rogue, Jubilee, Beast, Quicksilver, Trapster, Crystal, Locust, Sprite, Gia Jing, I don't know, and Valkyrie are all rumored leaks, like possible characters coming in the next 2 seasons. That's a lot of characters. I doubt we're gonna get those all in 2 seasons.
I could definitely see Cyclops because in the trailer, like the actual trailer for not the breakdown, but the actual trailer for the season, Emma Frost does say "to me, my X-Men," which is Cyclops' saying.
Right, and
So
if
I
you
think that might be a little,
if you look through this list, a lot of the characters in here are X-Men or X-Men related. What are they? Mutants.
Yeah.
So, anything is possible. I'm just excited. I love getting all these new characters, man.
It adds so much more playability because like when if we're getting characters every month, that means like by the end of the year, we're gonna, what is it? April?
It's April. By the end of the year, we're getting at least 8 characters. Yeah.
Which is
That's
nuts.
crazy.
So we'll be up to 40. 46 characters, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
We'll be at almost 50 characters.
And the game, by that time, the game would have been out for a year.
That's insane, dude.
That is insane.
And it just, I know it's hard. Because think about it. You have to, like, code and make the game viable for every 50, by the time, basically 50 characters. You have to make it a viable experience for all 50 characters. So I know it's going to take a lot of time and like work, but so far with the large roster we already have, it's pretty fair. Like everyone is a viable option for the most part. But yeah, the last character that's the mainstay of this season that everyone's talking about, Emma Frost. Good Lord.
Dear
Amen.
God.
Sending every known man to horny jail.
Yeah. Why?
No, literally.
Well, why were they? What's with the costume design? Why are the Skull Crusher thighs hanging out right there? What's with the jiggle physics?
That's the one thing that really stuck out to me. All kidding aside, you can't even even if you're I'm trying to watch the trailer here, right? First time, I'm excited. I'm like, oh shit, Emma Frost, right? You can't even not look. They literally made the jiggle physics so crazy that it. What else are you looking at? There's nothing else to look at.
It's literally right in your face.
It's in your face. Dude, even my girlfriend noticed it.
To top it all off, they're like, you know what? Let's make a comic accurate skin.
Oh God, yeah. Just like
just straight boob.
just like it might be worse than the oh my God, what is the skin called? Malice skin. Yes, the Invisible Woman Malice skin,
where her cheeks are just hanging out.
Dude, literally insane. These devs, while I love the game,
they know what they're doing.
While I love the game, guys, let's pump the brakes a little bit here, huh? My God. Like, what is this game rated? Is this game rated T for teen? I guess, right?
I think
I believe so.
I saw
like
somebody.
Fortnite.
I saw somebody say something related to the Emma Frost and Emma Frost skin. Someone was like, "Oh, they're sexualizing women or whatever," and there's like, "Why don't they do this to the guys?" And it's like, literally, Namor is just wearing underwear.
Dude, Namor is one wrong move away from his meat flopping out. So,
Hulk is shirtless and is only wearing pants, brother.
Dude, that man grows like 15 times his size. You're lucky that elastic works so well.
Yeah, you're lucky his shmee isn't flopping out on the battlefield.
Dude, he could kill somebody with that thing. That thing's like Thor's hammer swinging around. You're lucky Thor keeps his hammer locked away.
Yeah.
Good lord.
This episode's going to have to be age restricted. Oh my god.
But then, so Emma Frost, so Blade, if he does end up coming out in this like reasonable season span, he is going to be not Vanguard, Duelist. He's going to be a Duelist.
Yeah, he'll be a Duelist.
Emma Frost is Vanguard. She's a tank, and Ultron is actually surprising. He's support.
You see, that actually doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't. But a lot of people are like, oh, he should be a duelist.
Vanguard.
He should be
a duelist.
But it's, technically, if you look at his character, he wants to heal the world.
Well, that was his whole thing. That was his whole thing in the comics and the movies too. Just his version of healing the world is wiping out humanity and making it all machines. So,
that's literally what happened in What If with Vision Ultron.
Right.
And then he was like, "I'm so lonely. There's nothing going on."
His ultimate sounds crazy too. Did you hear about that?
He sends out 5 bots or something.
He sends out Ultron drones.
And they
they damage enemies and heal allies.
That's kind of crazy.
That's so insane.
So you basically get a team of 11 people for a little bit.
Dude, I cannot wait for Ultron. Ultron might end up being my main, dude.
Dude, I honestly, see right now I don't really main a healer. The only person I really play is Luna.
Really? That's interesting, actually.
Yeah.
If I have to play healer, I usually play Invisible Woman.
Okay.
I want to learn. I want to learn Cloak and Dagger though.
When Ultron comes out, I'm probably going to be playing him a lot because he does seem really cool. Emma Frost also actually would. I do like playing tank the most. I think we both do. Kenny.
Yeah.
So Emma Frost could be a viable option to play as tank.
True.
So
very true. Oh man, Justin, any thoughts on the jiggle physics or? I mean, on the new characters or?
I think a lot of things are looking up for this game, and I'm looking forward to see what the devs are cooking up.
It seems like everything is just only going up with this game.
Yeah,
and everything and everything seems to be going down with Nintendo.
What's going on with Nintendo right now?
I watched the Direct. Funny enough, by the pool. I sat by the pool and watched it because the hell else am I going to do? I'm sitting by the pool.
I was laying on my couch dying of a headache.
Oh, yeah, that's when you were sick, right? Dude, I got sick. I didn't even say that. I got sick on my vacation. I woke up. I was sneezing. Dude, my nose was dripping like a fire hydrant, dog. It was crazy.
Yeah. Apparently a cold was spreading in my office, too.
Thank God.
It's got to be spreading all around.
Yeah. Thank God it only lasted a day, because that would have ruined my vacation if I felt like that the whole time.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it only lasted the day. But yeah, I watched the Nintendo Direct the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And
we need to talk about it.
Man. There's so much to talk about and not a lot of time to talk about it. We've been going for about 50 minutes now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we can speed run this.
Yeah, I mean, we could. We could speed run it, but let's not
Yeah.
You know, just be like, yeah, here's the price of the console, here's the price of the game. See you guys later. Like, if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. But
yeah. So, think to start off, the number one thing. Why is this so goddamn expensive for a handheld?
So here's my thing. I actually don't think it's a crazy price. I think it's an average price. I think okay. Let me rephrase that. I think it's a little high for like. I don't think I want to buy it at the price that it's at, but I understand why it's so expensive because of the gaming market. I get it. Not mad about it, but I'm not happy about it either because I know that if I really want this thing, I'm gonna have to shell out $500.
We'll see. Right. As a side note, before you continue, also too, no, not trying to get political or anything. Tariffs are gonna make this even more expensive.
True.
That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
It won't help.
It's already an expensive console, and the tariffs are not gonna make it better.
Right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like that's the tariffs. Whatever side of politics you're on doesn't matter, and we're not gonna get into politics on this pod.
Yeah. Right.
No matter what side of the politics you're on, Nintendo outright is charging $500 for this console.
Right.
And that's not even with everything going on.
Exactly. That's before all the taxes and the tariffs and everything. $450 and then $500 if you want the Mario Kart bundle. Which, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get the Mario Kart bundle.
Yeah. Because
and it's especially a good deal because they're gonna start charging $80 to $90 for the games.
That is ridiculous,
dude. Yeah. I remember back when we were like, get the new COD or something, and we'd be like, oh, dude, the deluxe edition is $80 or $90 or $100. Dude, the base game is now $90.
Yeah,
that's
are
insane.
You kidding? And I heard something. I don't know how true this is. I didn't do all my research on it. I was on vacation. Give me a break. I'm hearing that the game cartridges aren't even game cartridges like the last Nintendo Switch. It's a download file.
It's not. No, they're game cartridges.
Based on what I saw from Nintendo Direct when I watched it before the pod, it seemed like it was just the regular cartridge and not just a download.
It's red. It's red.
But it's red because they want to differentiate the two.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check right now.
I think I did. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Nintendo confirms some Switch 2 game cards will only include a download key.
I think I know what you're talking. I think you're talking about the some of the something they're doing to get more money, which is absolutely wild already. They are releasing. Yeah, right. They are releasing Switch 2 versions of Switch games. So like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
I did see that, and I'm like
Pokemon, which is okay, cool. But we don't know how much. They are charging to upgrade it. Mm-hmm. But I think the thing you were looking at was related to if you buy the Switch 2 version, you get the code and then you get a game cartridge for the Switch, the original.
Yeah, I'm skimming this article right now, but the way that it's described at least is that it's you're pretty much getting a download key for certain games.
Okay.
So
no, I will
say it says that physical copies of games, some will be like you pop the cartridge in and that's the game, and it seems like some of them are going to be literally just download codes that you pop in and it downloads the game to your console. That's what it sounds like in this article, at least. That's the way it's being described in this article.
Okay. That's I don't know.
Which is another just horrible practice where, like I said before, Nintendo is the most out of touch company on the planet.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things to me is how excited they were to show off the game chat feature, which has been a thing in video games since the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And then, please tell me you guys saw when they were like, oh, you can share your screen with friends.
And it was like 10 frames.
It was like 20 frames per second.
I'm like, why is it framey?
Dude.
Why are you showing this?
Either don't show that feature yet, or, which I'm surprised Nintendo didn't do to just scam everybody, was replace the videos on the bottom with 60 frame per second videos so it looks like everything is running smoothly. Do you get what does that make sense? Like across the bottom it's all 20 frame per second videos. Just swap them out with the footage you used to record, like that all of these people recorded for the direct. Just replace it on the bottom so it looks like it's a working product. Oh my god,
it's
dude.
Crazy.
they show all of that, and they're like, yeah, now there's 2 USB-C ports, so you can plug a camera into the top, so everybody can see you. It's like, why do I want my friends to see me?
And why do I want to pay $80 for a camera?
Hello,
Right?
like,
But also too, I don't know if you saw this. Is gonna just make you even more upset too. So I don't know if you saw they are making like a welcome game or something, like Astrobot type thing.
I did see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
you want to know
digital.
the kicker?
It's only
You
digital.
have to buy it. It's not
No, you
free on
don't.
the console.
Yeah, you do.
have to buy it. The tutorial game to introduce you to the Switch 2. You can only get it if you buy.
Now, did they say that? Did they say that in the direct?
Yes,
They did. They
That's
did.
so
Bottom
weird because
right
I
corner.
remember watching it. I don't.
It's a
Oh, it
digital-
said it on the bottom.
It's a digital
Yeah.
copy only.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Nintendo is the most greedy, out-of-touch company on the planet. It's actually insane. And like, dude, like, right now, I physically cannot even justify spending $500 on this. Like,
Okay. I will say real quick. Sorry,
Okay,
I
yep,
just found
no
it. So it's not free, as we just said, but I mean, not even. But it should be free. It's a welcome tour to introduce you to the goddamn console.
right.
It's $6 to buy it.
Still, that's insane.
That's crazy. You have to buy it.
So you're telling me I just spent $500 plus tax, and I have to pay an additional $6 to learn how to use my console.
Yep.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm in a fever dream. Oh my god.
Absolutely crazy because now, I will say this. I think it's crazy you have to pay that much. I will be buying a Switch 2 when it comes out. Don't get me wrong. I will be buying a Switch 2.
Don't know if I'm going to buy it. At least not right away.
The only reason I'm buying it is because of the game that they touted. Mario Kart World, the Nintendo thing aside with their greediness, looks like a good game.
See, now, this is the thing that I was talking to my girlfriend about during the event, is I really want to look like I really want to play the new Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. And this game looks so good, especially with like all of the additional features and stuff, like the little story mode, the fact that you can like go off road and like just drive wherever and like explore.
The Grand Prix, and like as soon as you finish one map, you drive to the next one.
Yes, that's all of that sounds so sick. I don't want to pay $500 though, because like $500 is like, yeah, that's cool, but then like Legends ZA comes out, right? That's gonna be $80.
Yep.
Do I want to pay $80 to play that? No. It's like I'm gonna have the Switch 2 to play what? Mario Kart. That's it. I don't know if that's worth
Pokemon?
it. I don't know if that's worth it, dude. By the way, I calculated it in New York State tax. So New York State tax, if I go there and I buy the Switch 2 with Mario Kart, the bundle, the $500 version, I'm paying $543.80 before I even walk out the store and turn my console on. So that means after I go home now and buy the $6 tutorial, I'm paying $550 and I haven't even started playing anything yet.
Yeah,
Did they say the tutorial costed $6?
That's what
I
Spider
just looked it
said,
up.
yeah.
Okay.
Insane.
What is the state tax out there?
Where I am, the combination of the state tax and the county tax, it's 8.75%.
Okay.
So, the sales tax, so the amount, it's $500 for the console. Sales tax would be $43.80 total. So $543.80 total for that.
Wow.
So round up after you buy, which I wouldn't do anyway. I know how to use a video game console. Buy a what do you call it? Oh my god, the tutorial. It's $550 already, and you haven't even done anything yet. To me, that's like not worth it. Not yet, at least.
Yeah,
I might end up doing
about.
it, but not yet.
Yeah, I've been paying about 530 out here,
Still,
California.
that's still a lot
Still
of money.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
nuts though. Like I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff that they showed that coming out. Um, Mario Kart, like we said, Pokemon. They're also releasing GameCube games.
Mm-hmm.
Like as like the emulator or whatever their whole like thing is.
Yeah, it's like
So the whole
almost like an emulator, but it's like they're reporting it. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a concept I can't seem to grasp, but it looks really cool.
No,
but they're
pretty
bringing
much.
back a whole bunch.
It's pretty much like a report. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to say remaster because it's really not a remaster, but it's like you take all these old games and they kind of bumped up the graphics a little bit, and they're porting
Made the
it to
controls for the Switch controller.
Right, exactly.
So a couple of the big ones I remember seeing. So we were talking about it before we started recording. Pokemon Coliseum. I think that's a big one. Most people are excited for. I think they're also releasing Mario Kart Double Dash, which is that was probably one of my favorite Mario Karts.
Was
I
it
think.
Double Dash? They are releasing a Mario
Double
Kart.
Dash.
It was Double Dash.
Was Double Dash?
Double Dash was the GameCube one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, Double Dash.
No, which is one of my
Can't wait for
favorite
that. Yeah,
Mario
that was one
Karts.
of my favorites too.
Wind Waker for Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I'm actually really excited
That one
about
I'm actually hyped about. I
I love
haven't.
Toon Link. Out of every links or whatever, I like Toon Link the best in all those games with Toon Link.
It's funny because I never I've played a couple different Zelda games, but I never finished any of them. I don't have a lot of time in any Zelda games, but that's something where like if I did have the Switch 2 and that was a thing, I would 100%.
Yeah.
Like that's something I would 100% play through for sure.
And then they're releasing some like more mainstream titles. Some of the bigger ones that we all sort of care about. Funny enough, Elden Ring, which can go 50-50 in my opinion, because on one hand, playing Elden Ring on the go is actually awesome. You know, like you're bored. You know, let me load. I mean, I imagine raging on an airplane because you got beat by freaking Radon. It's like on the air.
Wait, do that again? Felt that.
But I think it's cool. But I think you brought it up, or one of my buddies brought it up, or something about the freaking frame rate. It has to be like the graphics on that Switch, like how Elden Ring looks, paired with the Switch 2. There's no way that can run that well.
Well, that's the thing. They said if you they were like, oh, you can run this console with 4K graphics, 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Why would I want to play a game in 4K at 30 frames per second?
Right. That's
What?
Wild.
They were like, oh, but if that's not okay, you can play at 1080p, 60 frames per second. It's like, oh, so like a PlayStation 3. Perfect. I could play a game like it's a PlayStation 3. I don't know.
And yeah,
like the more they talked, the less I wanted to buy it, and that's the exact opposite of what they were supposed to be doing with these things.
I'm excited for it. I mean, like Elden Ring, I think it could be a fun like thing to play on the go. And in that same vein, they're releasing. Funny enough, FromSoft, they're releasing a Switch only, like Dark Souls game called Duskbloods, and it's multiplayer, so it's like their new game that's coming out in May, the Night Rain, the Elden Ring Night Rain. So it's a multiplayer game, but it's only on the Switch. And a lot of people were upset because if any of you guys, you know, the viewers or Kenny, Justin, if you guys have played Bloodborne, Duskbloods looks like a Bloodborne game.
Yeah, it does. I mean, in my opinion, I just started getting into those like Souls-like games with Elden Ring. But I don't know, man. I've went back and like watched people play through Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne and all those like Souls-like games. Not for nothing. I really feel like a lot of them look very, very similar. Like obviously you could tell like the graphics get better, but like the concept and like the look of like the buildings and like the castles and the dungeons and like all the places you go all look very similar. So like personally, if it's a Switch exclusive, I have no problem with that. I can see why some people would be upset about that, but I personally don't have a problem with that. I think that's totally fine.
I think people are just upset about it because they're locking behind a Souls-like game behind a $500 console.
Well, that's another problem. That's another
that's
issue
its own
totally in
problem
itself.
its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're also releasing. I don't care about it, and I don't think you guys probably do. They're finally releasing Hollow Knight Silk Song, the expansion to Hollow Knight that was announced in 2017.
It took them long enough.
They might as well have not even released it.
They're finally releasing it this year, and it wasn't even a big release, big announcement. It literally was in the section of Nintendo Direct that was just like, hey, here's also some games you might be interested in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really want to click through the Nintendo Direct right now because, I mean, obviously we're recording, but I didn't end up I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not end up watching the whole thing. I ended up skipping around. Hold on, let me. Here, where did I stop? I stopped right after they did the whole thing with the showing off the GameCube stuff and the GameCube controller. Once they started showing, not that I had a problem with Undertale, but the Deltarune game, right there is when I started skipping around. Like, I watched a little bit of the Borderlands stuff, but it's like, I'm not going to get Borderlands on Switch.
Right?
WWE 2K, it's like, okay, cool. Not playing that on the Switch.
And NBA 2K, yeah.
They announced that NFL, like Madden, is going to be on there. Not getting it. FIFA, not getting it. Like, just like skimming here, like there's a couple of games that I'm just like,
why would I buy them on the Switch? I'll just buy them on my PS5.
Like Duskbloods does look good. Duskbloods I would get. I mean, obviously it's an exclusive, so I'd have to get it on there.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like from like the 40 something minute mark on, like about the 44, 45 minute mark on, I was skipping around. Right after the Borderlands stuff. I was skipping around because it's like I have a PC, I have a PlayStation. I mean, technically, I have an Xbox now. I bought it for my girlfriend, but technically, I'm in possession of an Xbox. Why would I get it on the Switch? They're not giving me a reason to. And again, like I said, the more they spoke, the less I wanted to buy the console.
I will say that the one of the other games too, and I'll let Justin talk about this other one in a sec, because I know that he's a big fan. What is that game? The Donkey Kong Bonanza, like the Mario Odyssey Donkey Kong game.
That actually looked good. That looked good too. The Kirby game looked good too.
Oh,
Air Riders.
Air Riders or Raiders or whatever. The remake of.
I haven't played a Kirby game since like Game Boy days, but like Game Boy Advance days, or like maybe I might have had a DS game of it, but
I just recently replayed Super Ultra Star on the DS, because that was probably one of my favorite Kirby games. But I'm excited for that one too.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Kirby fan. Not that I'm not a fan, but like I didn't play a lot of the Kirby games, but like this is one that would bring me back, I think. Like that one looked really good. Where like I actually was like, maybe, I mean that's another good game that I would buy. But then again, it's $80 or $90 at launch.
$80, yeah.
And Nintendo's prices do not drop. Ever. No. I just bought Legends Arceus before my flight down. So probably about a week and a half ago now. Maybe 2 weeks ago. It was still full price. It was 60 plus tax. It was like $65, dude.
Brother, I want to buy Mario Kart. Mario Kart came out in 2020.
It's still $60.
It's still $60.
It's amazing, dude. Like I keep
saying,
they're
not do discounts.
They're the most greedy company on the planet. And then for Mario Day, March 10th, it was like, oh, check out the deals on the Mario games. It was like Super Mario Wonder, $50. It's like, oh, thanks, you took $10 off. Sweet. Lucky me.
I'm gonna get it now.
Like, lucky me. I already had Super Mario Wonder, and I never finished it, but it's like, wow, lucky me. So fun. I don't know, dude. Justin, what are your thoughts on Nintendo? I feel like you've been a little quiet.
I mean, I was very casual when it came to Nintendo growing up. Like my first Nintendo console the first Nintendo console I was exposed to, I believe, was the GameCube. I knew people who had it. Though the first Nintendo console I owned was actually a DS Lite.
Okay.
That was the very first one I got, but that was a handheld.
Yeah.
But the first full-fledged console we got was the Nintendo Wii. And then from there,
I feel
my
like
brother
so many
started.
people grew up with the Wii.
Oh
Yeah. And then my brother started getting more into Nintendo while I was getting deeper and deeper into PlayStation. Like he got the Wii U, he got the Switch. I don't know if he even wants the Switch too. But,
Yeah, I had all those too. I had the Wii, I had the Wii U, I have the Switch. Did they make
definitely-
another one in between there somewhere?
That
The Wii U, the Switch,
The 3DS technically.
3DS.
3DS.
I have that, but like the 2D version, like the flat,
Oh, the 2DS.
the 2D.
2DS.
Yeah, but I think it's still called it still has the little toggle for 3D.
I think because it was flat, that's why they called it 2DS.
Oh, maybe.
It still has the 3D.
I barely
Switch
used
on
it.
it.
I barely used it. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a waste of money. I never should have bought it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is now. I mean, because I own a Switch. I'm gonna get a Switch too. Honestly, I know we're not using webcams right now, but I got the Wii and the Wii U on my
I could
TV station back there. Yeah. I
Yeah.
got the Wii U, I got the Wii, and then I got the 3DS. So I mean, I am a big Nintendo fan as of late. I never owned a 3DS or a Wii U. I just the 3DS I bought in December, and the Wii U I bought like 2 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
So, I'm a big fan of the older consoles, but I think it's just nostalgia because there's a lot of good games on those consoles to go back and play.
One thing that I meant to bring up before when we were talking about the GameCube, how they were bringing back classic GameCube games, they're bringing back Pokemon Coliseum. They have an option right now on the regular Switch where you could play old Game Boy games and stuff like that. They don't have a single Pokemon game on any of those.
Really?
Yeah. But they're bringing back Pokemon Coliseum, which, I mean, I guess it's not like your traditional Pokemon game, so maybe that's why. But
That does make, because you got to have the 2 screens for Pokemon.
not the
older ones.
Not the Game Boys or the Game Boy Advance ones.
That's right, the Game Boy ones. They only had 1 screen too. Huh. That doesn't make any sense then.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you know how much more often I would
crazy.
use my Switch if they would do that?
Right. Honestly, dude, if they freaking found a way to port, I mean, we are getting black and white remastered or redone or whatever at some point this year. So
Which
I mean,
I am
that's
excited for, but that's probably gonna
I
depend
am
on the
excited.
Switch too. So
yeah.
not gonna play it, unfortunately. I might eventually, but again, like I keep saying, that's a
I don't know.
steep price point.
I'm gonna be a normal American consumer and buy it.
Hell yeah, brother! God bless America.
I don't know, I just want to buy it because if I don't buy it when it first comes out, I probably will wait until, because I heard that they're going to be doing a Legend ZA console that has like the ZA stuff.
Yeah,
So
That would be cool.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna wait to see if they do any specialty Switch, because I'll probably end up buying. I'd rather buy like one that's a specialty that has cool controllers and a back dock and stuff. So
yeah, that doesn't really bother me. Like I don't need like a special edition or anything. It would be nice, but like like I don't even think the Mario Kart one is like a special edition even. I think it's literally just comes with the game. Right? Like I don't think there's anything special about the console.
Yeah, no.
Which is like, if you're gonna charge that, how are you not gonna like dude. It's so frustrating.
it is kind of crazy.
It's so frustrating. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. They literally just took the Nintendo Switch 2 box and slapped a sticker on it, pretty much telling you that it comes with the game. It's so stupid. And by the way, I know they were explaining the whole magnets thing with the controllers. Those things are gonna snap. I don't care what anybody says; they're gonna snap.
I think they're gonna stand. I mean, from what I saw, I mean, it looks like they're gonna do good.
What do you guys think about the mouse mode too? By the way, while we're on that topic,
I'm not gonna use it. So.
Exactly.
I mean,
another wasted feature.
I mean, it's cool. I mean,
It's
don't get me
cool.
wrong. It's a cool feature,
It's cool
but it's
concept, but nobody's gonna use it. What am I gonna use it on? That fucking
I mean, unless you're
basketball game.
dude, it's
you're a
Rocket
PC
League,
gamer.
Paralympics Rocket League, dude. Come on.
Paralympics Rocket League. They should put. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something that was not very nice. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. We're gonna move on.
Dear Lord.
Anything else, or were you good to wrap?
I think we're good.
Justin, anything?
I mean, they're also reporting Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh,
but,
true.
I mean, if you've never played it on the PlayStation or PC, and you only get Nintendo, by all means, go ahead and get it.
Yeah, but that's my thing. Who only owns Nintendo products?
Right, exactly. At this point.
Excuse me, no.
Like, let's be so for real. Everybody who owns a Switch either has a PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or multiple of those. Like,
Yeah.
nobody only owns a Switch, and I'll die on that hill.
Right.
Nobody exclusively owns a Switch.
Maybe kids, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that's... I mean, that is, like, the target demographic, I guess, is children. But, like,
Yeah.
at the same time, like... God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, kids aren't going to the store and buying it.
Right. They're getting they're opening their parents' wallets.
Mom,
Right.
I want a $500 console.
And then if I'm 10 and I want a Switch and I don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox or a PC, that's fine. But who's to say in 2 to 5 years when I'm 12, 13, 14, 15 and I see all my friends playing PlayStation and Xbox and, you know, the rich kids who have the PCs at 13 years old, like, I'm going to be like, wow, the Switch blows. Why don't I have
Hey
a
guys,
PlayStation?
you wanna play games? No, I only have a Switch.
It's like fucking oh my god, which one is that? The Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin?
Oh,
I got a Kit Kat. I got a Snickers. I got a rock. I got a PlayStation. I got an Xbox. I got a Switch.
I got a Switch.
Oh man. All right, well, I think that's enough
Yep.
Nintendo slander for right now. They're gonna end up
Suing us.
suing us or listen, if there's no podcast next week, Nintendo got to us. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
I bought every single game on my 3DS. I swear.
Yeah. Sure you did, pal. All right.
I'm about to.
All right, we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
There, guys.
Right. Later.